Krishna Mahaprabhu of the Pranam mantra of Prem Gurudev. Guru, I think you're muted. We cannot hear you right now. No. Yeah, I think now it works. Now it works. Yeah.
Huh? Now it's okay?
Yeah, now it's okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
You can hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. ಹೌದಾ ಆಯ್ತು ಏಕಾದಶಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ ಅಲ್ಲ ಹಣ್ಣು ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ತಾಯಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಕಡಲೆಕಾಯಿ ಬೀಜ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಬಿಡಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಏಮನ್ಗುನು ಅದು ಏಟ್ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೌದಾ ಅದು ಬನ್ನಿ ಸಂಡೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಗುರುವೇ ಗೌರಚಂದ್ರಾಯ ರಾಧಿಕಾಯ ಕದಾ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾಯ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಕ್ತಾಯ ತದ್ಭಕ್ತಾಯ ನಮೋ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಪಾದಾಯ ರಾಧಿಕಾಯ ಪ್ರಿಯಾತ್ಮನೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀಮದ್ ಭಕ್ತಿ ವೇದಾಂತ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾಮಿನೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಲೀಲಾ ಕಥಾನೆ ಸುಧಾಕ್ಷಮೌಢಾರ್ಯ ಮಾಧುರ್ಯ ಗುಣೈಶ್ಚಯುಕ್ತಂ ವರಂ ವರೆಣ್ಯಂ ಪುರುಷಂ ಮಹಾಂತಂ ನಾರಾಯಣಂ ತ್ವಂ ಶಿರಸಾ ನಮಃ ದಂಡೀನಾಂ ಭಕ್ತ ಶಿರೋಮಣಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪಾದಾರ್ಯುದೈಕ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಲೀಲಾಮೃತ ಸಾರ ಸಾರಂ ನಾರಾಯಣಂ ತ್ವಂ ಸತತಂ ಪ್ರಪದ್ಯೆ. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 Let me offer millions of hospital for Gurudev, Dandavad. All present, past, future Vaishnava Tavat Dandavad. Pranam, Vancha, Kalpatarubhyascha, Krupasindhavati. Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo. Today is the most auspicious day, appearing day of Gurudev. And whether it is appearance, disappearance, we have to glorify him. Otherwise, very tense, Now this is more important than appearance day of Lord Krishna. Appearance day of Gurudev Vaishnava. Why? Lord appears, but he is up there in the sky. We cannot reach him. His kind and mercy, we cannot. Very difficult. Krishna, he came. Who can we? First we have to be a Vrajavasi. Vraja Prem must be immersed in Vraja Prem. Then only you can. We don't have. We're trying to aspire, trying to get it, a drop of that. So when Krishna sends his own very near and dear Radharani, through them we can approach. Through them, Krishna becomes accessible. Radharani, Vraja Prem, everything is accessible. So it's like a transformer, We're on the secondary side. Primary side is the power, a very high voltage. If we touch, we will finish. Because contaminations, contamination, because the high power, it will flow through, we will burn. Burn of what? Not because of Krishna or anything. Our own impurities will burn. And that high power, high current flows through, our impurities become like a resistance. We will finish. So, whereas on the secondary side, there is a low current. It will flow through, we will have some heat. Our impurities cause some impediment, but it will not kill us. So Guru matches, and he gradually purifies us. He will make us fit to touch, to serve Krishna. So engage in the dham. So it is more important actually. And he's so merciful, we have never seen an Acharya so much, devoted to Radha. Bah, never seen him entirely. He's openly and part of Radha. That's why the Raghunath Das Goswami, very, very dear to him. Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. Very is very devoted to them. So I don't know, we can go on. I think many of you, like I met him first time in New York, 1997. Okay. That time our Gurudev's Sangha was not much. That was the second time it's coming to here, West. So I was great fortune, Actually, I was in ISKCON, but I never heard his name. Nobody tells me. Nobody tells anything. And this Puru, one devotee was there, Swami Maharaj's disciple. He's a cab driver in New York. So I was friend with him, and he told, Narayan, no, you don't know. Yeah, they don't tell you. He is the one who gave samadhi to Swami Maharaj. And ISKCON, they don't like him. And he's coming to New York, and they don't let him to ISKCON temple. They don't give permission or Even if they gave, he has to take darshan, not to talk with anybody. Look at these conditions. And then leave 5 minutes later. You cannot talk anyone. So so they are looking. So at that time I was building one temple there. 25 First Avenue. 25 First Avenue. 26 Second Avenue is the one Swami Maharaj started. Storefront, 1 block away. So at that time I was in charge. Yeah, I didn't have to ask anybody. So I was also thrown out of ISKCON at that time. So I said, why not? Our building was not actually. See, in New York there is a problem. In meaning, to stay in a building, you must have the occupancy certification. The city building has to certify this building is okay for living. They have to go through all kinds of certification, plumbing, electrical, civil, all the department, housing department has to come and okay, and finally they will give you the occupancy certification. We didn't get it yet. So our architect told me, "Hey baby, you can stay, but don't let anybody. If city comes to know, I will lose my license." Must tell. New York City is very tough rule for the housing. One of the best in the world, for 5. Within 2 minutes, once you call, they are right there. So, but anyway, I took a risk. No one was supposed to stay, I myself. So why not, Harikatha, so that's how, and then I remember the day, first time I met him. So kind, so gentle, And we didn't have much furniture there, just a big hall, nothing else. I was living in like all dirt and machines and all. But this time was clean. The only thing was clean, no. And then later on, some bedding was brought and chairs like that. And cooking, I was cooking on the other side with the gas stove. So Madhu Maharaj at the time, Brahmachari, Navin Krishna Brahmachari. So we used to talk and we used to cook together. And then, so that's how and 200 devotees stayed there. 100 ladies, 100 gents. 1 floor ladies, 1 floor down. And basement, they used to cook on a gas. And we had like a restaurant not opened yet. There they were taking prasad. And of course, no permission to stay. But anyway, I took risk. Krishna protected, nothing happened. And 1 week became 2 weeks like that. And Gurudev was very amazing thing. At that time, they used to go to Tompkins Park. And then we had satsang there, and then Gita Nagari used to go. Actually, they refused, I think. They would not let him go there either. So anyway, program went on there, and then like that, my first encounter. Next year I tried to do, then already this group was become strong, and finally I was thrown out of that building. I got the certification later, permission, and then running well, but then this group was strong and they threw me out because I wanted to bring Gurudev next time. So anyway, that was the best thing that happened. But 1 year, it was a help, But again, I met Gurudev and he told me, we were preaching in Washington, D.C. We had a preaching center there. Then North Carolina, then went to Badger also. Badger, I saw one time how one day morning walk, sun is rising. Just we were about maybe 150 devotees behind him walking. There were many cows here and there grazing. Then I started walking and I saw all the cows making a noise. They all came running towards us. They all came running. So it was such a profound personality, attracts even animals. Because he is so pure, so much love. So all living entities gets like a magnet. So in Malaysia also something happened similar. Right, he was walking in a park. All the fish, they notice all the fish were up going like this. So such a personality. So kind. He would notice so many things. Even not even introduced person. If he comes even in the program in New Zealand, this, he went first day, then second 2 days, not even introduced to Gurudev. Third day, fourth day, they started. Then Gurudev asked, "How come you were missing for 2 days?" she was caught. I mean, she could not expect. So he gives so much importance to all minute details. Amazing. And he caring for so much. This is what distinguishes him from. He used to care. Even here when he came, we had a sandalwood tree, sandalwood, chandan, right? Raghunath Das Goswami, in his bhajan, Narottam Thakur. When they will engage, putting sandalwood chandan on the ego. So we have a lot of chandan. So I had an access. So I used to give. He was very, very happy. So last thing I talked, I should not reveal this, but anyway, related to this, but out of blue moon, he was not talking to anybody. Stopped talking to anybody, talked, and the first thing he talked about was Chandan. Abhish Chandan. But that triggered me a lot. Why? No, he was internally serving. See, externally he's in this world, but internally he's serving. He's going back and forth. That's why there is so much stress. Doing that service and then coming back, one time I was alone with him and he said, I will preach till my last breath. This is what he is. Practically he did that. so much. He used to give his time. Even while taking rest one time, because of the traffic, we were late. I was taking to somebody to see him in Bangalore. And past 9, it's bedtime almost. Usually it doesn't. But I informed that we are being late. No, he was okay. He was taking rest. Even then, he allowed us to have a darshan. So, such an amazing personality. Doesn't care for his own discomforts. Completely uplifting other conditions. So much, really. See. Anyway, he's with us in his teachings. Even though he may not appear in front of us, but he's present with us. We can feel through his teachings, his books. So, and we should take his mood also, same mood that preaching. He appeared on the Mauni New Moon Day, right? New Moon Day is a special New Moon Day, when Lord Shiva separated from Parvati. No, not Parvati, Sati. In this time, Sati. See, first time Parvati, Sati, the appeared as the Daksha Putri, daughter of Daksha. Remember, first time. Then Daksha was very obnoxious. He was not respectable to Lord Shiva. He misunderstood Shiva's position. Oh, he thought he's after all my son-in-law. You should respect me, this and that. He does not know Bhakti. He's Karmakandi, Daksha Prajapati. So he offended him, and finally he ended up having a goat head, right? Daksha. His head was chopped off. And then before that, his daughter, Dakshayani. She got fed up with the father's, disrespect to the Vaishnava, greatest Vaishnava Shiva. So then he said, "Oh, I don't want the body born from you. You are against my Vaishnava. Nah, nothing to do. So let me give up the body that came from you, that you were responsible." So she created a fire internally, and then she gave up. Lord Shiva heard this, he became, distressed, and anyway, so many things happened. Cursing and mutual cursing like that. Then his head was chopped off, like that. Rakshas. So he got a goat head. Then he came to know the power of Shiva. But then Shiva, because of no Dakshayani, he went for a austerity. So while the austerity was going on, there was no Harikatha. See, all the Harikatha is through Lord Shiva and Dakshayani of Parvati. You know, even Ramayana also, conversation between them, Bhagavatam. So when that was stopped, it was inauspicious whole world. That's why somewhere this Harikatha should be going on. Harikatha meaning, Lord's pastimes. That is purifying to everyone, whole universe. If that is stopped, then it's a problem. Same thing in our case. Continuous non-stop. Either chanting or Hari's glories. That's why this Saptaha, continuous. So when it was stopped, then whole world will become inauspicious. So that's why they wanted to break Lord Shiva's tapasya. So, and he agreed on this day. He said he will break his mauna, not talking. So then that's how this Mauni Ekadasi. That's why to bring auspiciousness to the whole world. So same way our Gurudev was born, appeared on this day, not by accident, to bring auspiciousness to the whole world through Harikatha. Harikatha, special Harikatha, Radharani. No other Vaishnava personality gave that much. So because that's very most pleasing, most purifying. Because Radharani, the gopis' love is so impeccable, around this world, I think. ಹೌದಾ ಆಯ್ತು ಹೌದಾ ಹಿಂದಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೌದಾ ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ? ಹೌದಾ? ಇದು ಹಾಂಗ್ಕಾಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ತಾಯಿ. ಹಾ, ಸೊ ಸೌತ್ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾ ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ so Lord Shiva, that's why Gurudev appeared on this day to bring auspiciousness to the whole world. See, Radharani bring auspiciousness to the Krishna, right? So talking Radha Katha is much more auspicious than very quickly purifies. Brings us to the service directly. So that's why he touched so many people with that. So we are very, very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. So, and also it created a controversy. See, this is the thing. And one good quality, one amazing that Gurudev, that I learned is harmonizing things. Apparently, what appears to be disharmony, but actually apparent harmony is there. So he was taught us how to harmonize things. So, even like Chandravali, for example, sometimes even though Chandravali, who is Chandravali? Radharani herself, expansion of Radharani. But she is acting like that, contrary to herself, to bring pleasure to Krishna, to make, is amazing. In other words, Radharani is willing to get bad name to please Krishna. You think, is it possible, in this world, willing to get bad name or anything, somebody to please one, to please, So that's why, Gurudev is also, he doesn't mind being called bad name, this and that, but bring auspiciousness, because one day he realizes, one day we will realize, one day all those people will cry for Gurudev, overall moved away or did so many this and that. A day will come, they will all cry. Oh, we had a wonderful chance, but we missed it. So, and you can see that is happening. So, and how much we glorify him will not come to the end. So, what I request is, because time, maybe all of you can say something, okay? See, it is not that you have to meet and then do. Even by hearing, reading his books, or hearing about him, something touches. And if you reveal to us or others, don't think, see, we are all family, okay? A spiritual family. There is nothing to hide and seek or establishing superiority or anything. We are all sadhakas, we are colleagues or we are family, spiritual family. Don't feel shy or this and that or new or anything. Say a few words and that will open up the gates, it will break any blockage, So don't underestimate, what others will think of my, my presentation may not be up to well or not. We are not gauging anybody. We are not, that is one thing Gurudev taught us. Don't try to measure or map or one's, panditya or expertism or anything like that. We are all babies. So don't worry. So encourage all of you to say a few words or something. Opportunity. And then at the end, I think they will have an arati, right, offering at the end. So you can begin. All right.
Okay. Again, tremendous Janachana Salaka Chashimata, especially recorded question. Ogoi Sushiguri Shigoranga. Hare Krishna Dhanva Pranam, dear Srila Gurudev Param Gurudev. Thank you for arranging everything in all of our lives, always keeping us in the association of your pure devotees and engaging us in your devotional service. No words could show our appreciation toward you and the divine couple. It's very rare to have the mercy to be able to practice bhakti in this life and every day just an extra showering of mercy and blessings, a chance to be immersed in the holy name and serve the divine couple through your grace. Nothing could happen without you, even though sometimes we don't have the wisdom to recognize the moment when something happens in our lives. But it's all blessings in disguise. Thank you for guiding us to our respective Gurudevs. They're all extraordinary personalities. Every time when I hear your disciples and grand disciples glorifying you and sharing your pastimes, it just makes me tear up. And your books, Harikatha and Japa music, are full of transcendental potencies. Seeing how you treat others with love and affection really touches my heart, especially your interaction with Srila Prabhupada, Srila Vamana Maharaj, and Srila Trivikram Maharaj. You have dedicated your life to serve your Guru, and may you please bestow mercy upon us all to dedicate our lives to serve our Guru. I would like to humbly offer your favorite 4 verses now. I would just read the English translation. The first one is one who thinks himself lower than the grass, who is more tolerant than a tree, and who does not expect personal honor, yet is always prepared to give all respect to others, can very easily always chant the holy name of the Lord. It's from CC Adi 1731. And the second one is Nectar of Instruction, the first verse. A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals is qualified to make disciples all over the world. And the third verse is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 19.167. When first-class devotional service develops, one must be devoid of all material desires. Knowledge obtained by monistic philosophy and fruitive action. The devotee must constantly serve Krishna favorably as Krishna desires. And the last verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam 10:14-8. My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds, and offering you respectful obeisance with his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for has become his rightful claim. So may those 4 verses make a deep impression in our heart, and may we always remember Radha Dasyam as our goal of life, as recommended by Srila Gurudev. And the last thing is, thank you so much for granting my wish to get initiation last year at this special appearance day of yours. Shri Guru Gauranga Jayatha, Vanchakaptur Vijay Kripa Sindhu Vijay Patanam Pavilivam Now we have the offering by Braj Kishore Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Tanvat Pranam Maharji, all devotees. Ajnanatim Yandasya, Jnananjana Salakaya, Chakshurunmilitam Yena, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhu Bhadevacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Shri Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Ram.
First of all, I offer my obeisances unto my Diksha Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnu Padaya, Stotra Sada Shishman Bhakti Vigyan Shila Bharti Goswami Maharaj, and similarly to my Harinam and Shiksha Guru, Shishman Bhakti Siddhanti Maharaj, to Shila Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnu Padaya, Stotra Sada Shishman Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, who is Avirbhav Tithi today, and then to all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis headed by our beloved Shishipat Bhaktivedanta Maharaj and entire Rupanuga Guru Varga. So as Maharaj said, I have not, didn't have the good fortune of meeting Srila Gurudev, but like you said, doesn't matter because he's an internal personality, and you will hear our glorification if it's sincere. So I can only repeat what I heard from my Guru Maharaj and Vaishnavas and little Harikatha that I heard, or just had recordings that I've heard. That my Guru Maharaj said that actually Srila Gurudev is very, very special Acharya in our line. He came to give what actually everybody wanted to give right from the beginning, from Krishna. Because why did Krishna come? He wanted to establish the glories of Srimati Radharani. And then even Mahaprabhu came. He wanted to taste this, but he also wanted to distribute this beauty of this Swa Bhakti Shriyam. And then our entire Rupanuga Guru Varga, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, our Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. But so much of time was spent in cutting jungles. They had to do this. But at the time Srila Gurudev came, he said, no, I will give this or it'll be lost forever. And that's why even Acharyas in Vrindavan have given him this award as Yuga Acharya, the Acharya of this entire Kali Yuga. And even the entire, Mahaprabhu didn't receive this, and Srila Rupa Goswami Pad didn't receive this, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur didn't accept this. And then my Guru Maharaj was saying it would have been very hard for Srila Gurudev to accept this because his Guru Varga didn't accept it, but he accepted it on their behalf for the service of the Sampradaya and the protection of the Sampradaya. So I heard that, we all know a father is very merciful to his children, but a grandfather is even more merciful to his grandchildren. So my prayer.
No, continue.
So I think my prayer to you today, Srila Gurudev, on your divine appearance, is that you, and together with all the Vaishnavas, please bless me with the strength to overcome.
Continue.
All my lower desires, my lust, greed, anger, envy, all of this, and so that I can one day attain the highest thing. And for me, what is that right now? The Shri Guru Charanarati, the attachment to the lotus feet of Shri Guru, just like how you had to your Gurudev and Guru Para, because this is the highest. Esa Tamagati. So this is my small offering at your lotus feet, Shri Gurudev. Panchakalpatarupascha kripa sindhu evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prachkashwa Prabhu, for your beautiful offering. Now I'll read Sri Damodar Prabhu's offerings on his behalf. Let me open up the page. So Srila Gurudev, this is Sri Damodar Prabhu's offering. Shri Guru Gauranga Jayata, dearest Param Gurudev, please accept my full Dandavat Namaskar. I'm very fortunate to have your association through your illuminated writings. They're deeply inspiring and incredibly enlightening. Thank you for showing the path of spontaneous, selfless love for Krishna, our most beloved. Although I'm full of faults and devoid of bhakti, remembrance of you gives courage and hope of deliverance. The sages of your performed great Vedic sacrifices for the preservation and benefit of the manifest creation. But you conducted innumerable Harinam Sankirtan and Harikatha Yagyas, which have left an even greater impression on this universe and has made it a sought-after destination for jivas. I will compare you to the moon, but you are superior to the moon. The moon merely reflects the light of the sun, but you reflect the light of Krishna to all the living entities and impart Sudanam to the hearts of your disciples. This may be why the moon hid on the day you appeared. Thank you for showering your grace on me. Please forgive my faults and offenses. Das, Nu Das, Damodar Das. And now I would present the offering by Yoga Maya Didi. She made a dish for Prem Griday's offering. Okay, now I will give the floor to Ananga Mandri Didi.
ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त नमो विष्णुपादाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीश्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त नारायणाय च नामिने गौरवे गुरुचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालय कृष्ण कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. I would like to read the next excerpt from Param Gurudev's Harikatha on his Vyasa Puja in Hawaii on February 8th of 2005. Shri Guru's mercy can do anything. Param Gurudev was saying, I was not a learned person. Whatever understandings I have today, I have received by the special mercy of Shri Guru and the Vaishnavas. I gave my whole heart to my Gurudev and offered all that I possessed at his lotus feet. When I joined the Math, I told my Gurudev, I'm giving my heart to you. I'm giving you the love and affection I had for my wife, my children, my father, and everything else. I'm taking that love and affection, and in total surrender, I'm placing it at your lotus feet. He heard my words and accepted them. Tears came into his eyes and he wept, saying, Until now no one has told me this. I thus received his causeless mercy. Now, only because of that mercy, people all over the world are hearing from me. If you surrender to your Gurudev, you will receive everything you require to attain the perfection of life and to make others perfect. No material knowledge is needed. Param Gurudev is the embodiment of absolute surrender and causeless mercy that he is giving to everyone. I remember glories.
ಒಳ್ಳೆದಾಗಿರಪ್ಪ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಊಟ ಅದು ಮನೆಗಾದ್ರು ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ.
10 kg ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, 5 kg ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಒಂದು 2-3 kg ಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆ. ಕರಿದಿರೋದು ಒಂದು 3 kg ಇದೆ. 9 kg ತಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ
ಹೇಳೋದು ಬೇಡ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ನಿಸ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ ಗಡ್ಡ ಬಂದ.
ಅಚ್ಚಾ
Having faith in Guru more than Krishna, Srimati Radhika and Shri Krishna, they sent him as their own messengers. And we should always remember this, especially on the auspicious day of Vyasa Puja. I remember from one of his lectures, Param Gurudev would mention the importance of glorifying the 5 Panchakas on the appearance day of any saint with people. Because, like our Gurudev says, all Guru is one, and he reveals himself to the extent we surrender and we give our heart to him. He knows our hearts. He's always there and he accepts us at any position in any way we are. We are fallen, we are contaminated by this material world and Maya, but to the extent we're willing to remember them and never forget them, to the extent we always open our hearts and reveal whatever we have on our mind and in our heart, to the same extent they reveal and they always let us know that they're there with us, even if they're not present before our eyes. Shri Guru is not an ordinary mortal being. And I'm very grateful that Param Gurudev sent his disciples and grand disciples who always glorify him, who spread his glories, the glories of the holy name, the glories of Srimati Radharani, the glories of Shri Krishna. And only by their mercy we were able to obtain the mercy of our Param Gurudev, and we were able to meet our Gurudev. So I'm humbly praying for forgiveness for all of our offenses and mistakes, praying for the auspiciousness of all living entities, and praying for pure devotion in service of our Shri Guru and Shri Shri Radha Krishna. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo.
Amazing.
We also made preparations, maybe as part of the arati. We made some flower garlands and some boga. I'm not sure, Yugal Kishore, should we start with that, or is anyone else
I
going?
think you're reading Tarang Krishna Prabhu's offering, right? Or yeah. Maybe we'll do that and then we'll do the RT.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams. Am I meant to be giving my offering now?
Okay, yeah, sure. Please do.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranams. So I had the great fortune of meeting Srila Gurudev. I don't know if you can see me. So I had the great fortune of meeting Srila Gurudev. Some of you know, stand near. So Dandavat Pranams Maharaj, thank you so much for giving us your time. Saturday classes, it's really something that's nourishing and keeping us going in these challenging times. I really appreciate it, and I think all the other devotees and disciples appreciate it as well. So I want to share my brief meeting of Srila Gurudev. Of course, I took Harinam from Nitya Pravishtam Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa Parivajacharya Ashtota Shata Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and my senior sannyas godbrother, Sripad Dandi Maharaj, mercifully gave me Diksha. So I'm very fortunate to have taken even Harinam from Nitya Siddha Mahapurush of that caliber, Yuga Acharya. And I remember when I met Srila Gurudev, actually I went to a Vedic astrologer, a devotee, and I was sitting in his office and he was reading my my Vedic chart. And when I looked towards the right, I saw a picture of Srila Gurudev in his office. And I asked the Vedic astrologer, who's our godbrother, so who is this Guru? Because I was attracted to even the picture of Srila Gurudev. And he said, this is my Guru, and he's coming to South Africa. And this was 2010. He's a very highly elevated Vaishnava, and you should come. He's going to do programs, etc. So that's how, by Srila Gurudev's mercy, I went to the program and met Srila Gurudev. He gave Harikatha in Reservoir Hills in Durban, South Africa in 2010. And after the program, I met Damodar Maharaj. And then he said to me, do you want to meet Gurudev? And please come to Atul Krishna's house the next day. So strangely enough, I just, I was awake early and I went to Atul Krishna's house the next morning at around 5 o'clock. But then Srila Gurudev had already gone on his morning walk with Sripad Madhava Maharaj and some disciples, etc., as Gurudev would always go on his morning walk. And when I entered Atul Krishna and Rukmini Mataji's house, I saw, and another devotee commented as well, how the Krishna Tulsis were blooming all over the yard. It was unbelievable how they were blooming. And this devotee, I think it was Supananda Prabhu, I don't remember, he mentioned that to Atul Krishna Prabhu, your house has become a place of pilgrimage. And you can't believe how the Krishna Tulsis were growing wild in the garden, so auspicious because such an elevated personality had come to stay at Atul Krishna and Rukmini Mataji's house. And then I met Srila Gurudev, and I always remember he just spoke to me. He was sitting outside in the garden, and a whole lot of disciples and followers were there. And Maharaj from Birmingham Temple came and he offered Dandavats to Gurudev. And then he briefly asked me, so did you enjoy the program? And I said, yes. But one thing that I always remember is when Gurudev was looking at me, he didn't say much, but he was looking at me, and with his really blue eyes, it was as if he was seeing my past, present, and future. And I felt so like naked in front of him because you could not lie to him. He could see everything, and I've never had that experience before. And then I saw, even when he did the home program at Atul Krishna Prabhu's house, how the disciples and followers, well-wishers, people who came to take Maharaj's Gurudev's darshan, how attracted they were to him. I met disciples and well-wishers at the program who had left their jobs and traveling with Gurudev all around the world. And then I wondered, this is how it was when Swami Maharaj was around, how one liberated personality can attract so many of people, disciples, followers, Vaishnavas. It's just amazing. And then I was told that, a personality like Srila Gurudev, he does not have Paramatma in his heart, but he has Krishna in his heart. So that glow, Prema Bhakti emanating from every pore of his body, so much, that's how he's attracting so many of the conditioned souls. And I saw it. I saw it personally, how so many people were attracted, were so excited to take his darshan and hear Harikatha. And although you may not always understood what Gurudev was saying, but it definitely penetrated our hearts. So I was very fortunate to have taken his darshan. And I remember the verse, a moment's association with a pure devotee, Sadhu Sangha Navamatra verse. And I think that's what's been carrying me all this time, even with my struggles and challenges in material life and spiritual life, but just that moment's association with a pure devotee and Sripad Dandi Maharaj's mercy and guiding us is what's been carrying me through all these challenging times. So in many, many lifetimes, when our Nitya Sukriti, our spiritual piety has become condensed, and in that birth,
जो बहुत बिजी है भाई, मंडे भेज देंगे। मंडे
सही है, मंडे को ना
गारंटी,
परसों संडे है,
संडे
और परसों मंडे है,
टाइम
को नेक्स्ट
गारंटी भेज देंगे।
गारंटी
आज बिजी है ना, हमारे गुरुदेव का जन्मदिन है, गुरुदेव का जन्मदिन है, आप देखा ना?
ठीक
नहीं।
So, as I was saying, I won't be too long. So I was just saying that when our Nitya Sukriti, our spiritual piety becomes condensed after many lifetimes, we cross path with such a personality, Amar Bhagavad Nitya Siddha Mahaprabhu like Srila Gurudev, and it's our great fortune. And even though we may be drowning in this ocean of Kali Yuga, but Maharaj is there, and Gurudev once told one of his disciples, a female white-bodied disciple, that even if you go to hell, I will come there and relieve you from there. And that is the power of a Satguru. You can never ever match it. There are many gurus in this world, and most of them are good and bona fide. But a Satguru, the word is used quite loosely nowadays, but Gurudev is a Satguru. For him to tell his disciple that, even if you go to hell, I will come there and relieve you. Only a Satguru can do that. And, his mercy is with us all the time. All the time, he may not be physically with us. And he arranged for me to meet Sripad Dandi Maharaj. He instructed Sripad Dandi Maharaj in front of all his disciples to initiate. So Sripad Dandi Maharaj is not ordinary soul. I spent many time traveling with him. He's a Paka Vaishnav, and I'm very fortunate to have his association every week for a class. I was meant to go to Birmingham and serve there, but Sripad Dandi Maharaj came to South Africa, and I traveled with him from Durban to Johannesburg, Nairobi, to Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, etc. So I was fortunate to have his association. He's a Paka Vaishnav and a proper bona fide Shisha of a Nitya Siddha Mahaprabhu like Srila Gurudev. And I can't glorify enough Sripad Dandi Maharaj. And the glories of a pure devotee and a Satguru like Srila Gurudev is unlimited. No one can ever glorify them. And even when we listen to the chanting, dear devotees and God brothers and God sisters, when when Srila Gurudev's chanting comes on, that is Shuddha Nam. If you put it to your ears and you listen to it properly, it's pure name from an eternal associate. You can't imagine how powerful that is. Try to let it sink into your ears. When I was struggling a few years ago, I wrote to Sripad Dhani Maharaj and he sent me the tape recordings of Sripad Dhani Buddha Prabhu, also a pure devotee, and I was listening to his chanting, and that alone helped me to pick me up from where I was. And so many another pure devotees, so many devotees that just by listening to Sripad Dhani Buddha Prabhu's chanting, they started chanting 1 lakh. That is the power of Shuddha Nam and a powerful devotee. If it wasn't for Sripad Dhani Buddha Prabhu being on the planet right now, I don't know what happened, because a couple lakhs of Shuddha Nam is saving this planet from burning up, because Kali Yuga is advancing rapidly. So thank you so much for giving me some time to clarify Srila Gurudev and Sripad Dhani Maharaj in some insignificant way. If I've committed any offenses, please forgive me. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga, and all glories to that pure personality, a liberated personality that appeared here on this most auspicious Avir Bar Mahamotsava, Nitya Lila Pravishtam, Vishnupad Paramahamsa, Parivajatacharya, Ashtotara Shata, Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Now we have the RT offering by Braj Kishore Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So I'm going to play Guru Puja off my whole phone. I hope you'll be able to hear it when I do it. Thank you for that. I hope you were able to hear and please forgive me if they important. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
What? Yeah, no.
Yeah, now we have the offering by Anangama JDD and
Yugala Kishore Kishore Diti. We did it together. Hare Krishna. We'll just share it.
Okay.
So we made these garlands for Gurudev and Param Gurudev.
Yeah.
Yugala Kishore Kishore did this, and we also made an offering of Boga.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, very wonderful.
Hare Krishna. I'm not sure if anyone else would like to make an offering or if anyone has any questions, but for now, everything that we planned for is complete. Thank you so much for a beautiful class, Gurudev. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Hare Krishna Maharaj. Hare Krishna
Yeah.
Maharaj. I just wanted to, it's Kavan Krishna here. I just wanted to give you a darshan of my deities. One moment. I'm just trying to reverse it so you can have darshan of the deities. I don't know if you can see. Well, you can't see now. I'm just going to try to give you darshan. One moment. Don't know if you can see, Maharaj. Can you?
Yeah.
Can you see the deities, Maharaj?
Oh, yeah, maybe little down.
Can you see now?
Okay. Yeah, I saw his hands up. Yeah. Ravnita hands.
Yes, I just want to give darshan of the deities. Thank you so much for class. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Dandavas pranam to everyone. And we pray at the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev to continue his mercy and blessings, so we can always remember his words, his wisdom, so we can get his strength and we can go on. We pray at the lotus feet all the time. And even though we are most insignificant, and pray at his lotus feet not to keep on keep on giving us this mercy, unrestrained flow. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha patitanam pavanabhyo vaishnavabhyo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare.
Thank you so much, Gurudev. Now we will have Anangama JDD to sing the Nrsimha song.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahladaini, Prahladaini, Hiranyakašipu raksha, Hiranyakašipu raksha, Shrilatanka nakalaye, Shrilatanka nakalaye, Ito Nrsimho, Parato Nrsimho, Ito Nrsimho, Parato Nrsimho, Nityaya Vitato Nrsimho, Nityaya Vitato Nrsimho, Bahir Nrsimha, Hriday Nrsimha, Bahir Nrsimha, Hriday Nrsimha, Nrsimhavadin Sharanam Prapade, Nrsimhavadin Sharanam Prapade, Navakara Kamalavare, Nakam Adbhuta Shringam, Dalitai Ranyakashipu, Daluvringam Keshavadrita, Rari Rupa, Jaya Jagadish Hare, Jaya Jagadish Hare, Jaya Jagadish Hare. Jaya Singhadev, Jaya Singhadev, Jaya Singhadev, Jaya Singhadev, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gora Hari Bol, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. And we will conclude with the Jaya Dhalani. Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Radha Vinoda Bihari Ki Jai. Om Vishnu Pata Shtata Shata Shishi Mad Bhaktivedanta Danti Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitya Leela Prishta Om Vishnu Pata Shtata Shata Shishi Mad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitya Leela Prishta Vishnu Pata Shtata Shata Shishi Mad Bhaktivedanta Vamana Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Нити лила Пришна Вишнупад Аштата Шата Шишимад Бхактивиданта Свами Махарадж. Нити лила Пришна Вишнупад Аштата Шата Шишимад Бхакти Прагьяна Кешава Госвами Махарадж Китай. Нити лила Пришна Вишнупад Аштата Шата Шишила Бхакти Сиданта Сарасвати Госвами Прабхупад Киджай. Нити лила Пришна Парамад Бхагават Правара. Шила Гори Кишор Дас Бабаджи Махарадж Киджай. Нити лила Пришна Шишила Сачинанда Бхактивинода Такор Киджай. Нитя Пришта Вайшнава Сарва Бхаума Шишила Джаганатас Бабаджи Махарадж Ки Джай Шри Гаудева Ведантачарья Шишила Баладева Дебушан Прабhu Ки Джай Шила Вишванат Чакраварти Такор Ки Джай Шила Наротам Шриниваш Мананда Прабhu Трай Ки Джай Шила Кришнадас Кавираж Госвами Прабhu Ки Джай Шри Рупа Санатана Бхата Рагуната Шрила Гопала Бхата Даса Рагуната Шват Госвами Прабhu Ки Джай Сваруб Ямадара Рамананда Ди Шри Гора Парсадавринди Ки Джай, Намачари Шила Харидас Такор Ки Джай, Према Сикахо Шри Кришна Чайтанья Прабhu Нитянанда, Нидадвайта Гададхара Шивасати Гаура Бхакта Вринди Ки Джай, Шриантар Двип Майяпур, Симанта Двип, Гадрума Двип, Мадья Двип, Кола Двип, Рита Двип, Джана Двип, Мандрадрума Двип, Рудра Двип, Падмака, Шинава Двип, Дам Ки Джай, Шри Шри Радха Кришна Копико, Govardhan Gadada Shivanatmaka Shri Raj Mandal Ki Jai Shri Hari Kund Shyama Kund Ganga Yamuna Tulasi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Shrimati Vrinda Devi Ki Jai Shri Purnamasi Yoga Maya Ki Jai Shri Gopishwar Mahadev Ki Jai Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Chakra Jiv Ki Jai Shri Kshetra Mandala Ki Jai Sarva Vigna Vinashakari Shri Nisingadev Ki Jai Bhakta Pravari Shri Prahalada Maharaj Ki Jai Charidam Ki Jai, Chari Sampradaya Ki Jai, Chari Achari Ki Jai, Akara Mata Raja, Shri Chaitanya Mat Ki Jai, Shri Keshav Ji, Gaudiya Mat, Odat Shaka Mata Samukha Ki Jai, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrindi Ki Jai, Samagata Bhakta Vrindi Ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gora Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Vrindaya Tulasi Devi Priyai Keshava Shacha Krishna Bhakti Pradevi Sati Vatsi Namo Namah Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo namo namaha Vaishnavabhyo namo namaha Vaishnavabhyo namo. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, dear devotees. Thank you so much for joining today and for all of your beautiful offerings, for always being present, for serving Vaishnavas and Gurudev so nicely. Please forgive us for any mistakes and offenses, and hope you have a beautiful day. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Krishna,